Next up is satellites. Take a look at satellites. They require copper plates, iron plates, plastics, Gen 5 chips, fuel cells, and steel. So let's handle the iron and steel first. Put these to export. So iron, let's just do a large. It required quite a bit of parts, so let's do the large iron mine. 141 of those should be good. Let's set those into 2 plate factories. This will make iron plates and export them to the satellite place. This will make iron plates. And go to a steel place. Okay, so it's iron to 2 plate manufacturers. 1 plate goes to the satellite, 1 goes to steel, and then the steel goes to the satellite. Then we need 2 more basics. For copper, same basic setup. Copper miner. And copper smelter. Copper goes to the copper smelter. Copper plates go to here. And let's do I guess we'll do advanced for coal. That's coal mine. Again, we'll come back and check these numbers. I just want to get white science up and running so that we can get these beacons going. Add as coal to all 3 of those. Let's move this up so we have some room. And then we need plastic and fuel cells here, so let's combine those. I think we should be able to do that. We'll do plastic and fuel cells in here. We'll do refined oil in here, and we'll do oil here. So let's do oil. I'll come back and fill these up. I'm just going to basically max out the buildings in here. So this will be oil. This will be oil refinery, which will be serious overkill, but it's better than calculating it out. And this will be, what are we making here? Satellites. So we're doing plastics. We need 300 plastics, but I really only need one 1/100th of these a minute, because, or a second I should say, because I only need 1 satellite every minute, so I don't need to do 1 per tick. So plastics we'll just do 2. We'll do 2 plastic plants, and we'll just do 1 fuel cell. We'll come back and check it and see if it's keeping up with stuff. I don't know why I did high tech here, but so this is oil to the refineries, and then to plastics and fuel cells. Those will also need coal, and these need to go over to the satellite place. I believe that's everything for satellites. Satellites also require Gen 5 chips, so we can just throw another node in here. Grab it from this node, which is also transporting white chips. And then bring those down into the satellite place. That should be everything we need for satellites. Yep, satellites are now being produced. Okay, I believe that's everything we need to launch a rocket. Take a quick view of the factory here. We'll put a rocket pad over here. Let's grab a large node so it can store the white science as it brings it in. We will build a rocket launch pad, which doesn't cost too much. Launch pad, we'll export white science from here. We'll put another large parcel in here just so we can store double the amount of white science because it's going to stockpile pretty quickly. Put a research center in here. And drag white science over to here. And now we can launch a rocket. So let's bring in our satellites. Let's bring in our rocket parts. And just like that, we should have white science. So there we go. It's already stockpiling white science. So the minute we get 1,000 white science, we'll do some research. We will unlock the Beacon Tech 3. 9,000 red science, 6,000 green science, 3,000 blue science, 2,000 purple, 1,000 yellow, and 1,000 white. So that is beacons. Now beacons are super awesome because we're going to start with, they require yellow chips to build. So we're going to go to the yellow factory here first. This is why I built these in large factories. We have 90 some slots, 80 some slots available. But they require, so predictivity gives you a 6% boost. They cost 1,000 Gen 4 chips each, but so like right now we are making 18 per tick here. We're going to just max these out as many as we can, 12 of them. Now we're making 30, so almost close to double that just by putting those chips in. We still have 76 slots to fill up. So I'm going to fill all these slots first on Gen 4 chips with yellow beacons, with productivity level 3 beacons. Alright, so I maxed that one out with 88 beacons. It went from producing 18 per tick to 113 per tick, so almost 100 per tick increase. So super beneficial. I'll go through and do similar things to the other Gen chip plants. And then probably do it to the rocket control unit as well. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so I'll go through and add chips, productivity beacons to all the factories as needed, which will actually get us up to 5 rockets per minute right now, and we're should be doing about 1 per minute. We have 1,000 white science. So let's see if we have enough research to do. Unlock challenge limit to 6. So yeah. So we have the challenge limit to 7 is the last one you can do. It requires a whopping 9,000 science of each one. We will get to that eventually. But right now what we're going to do is throw down a large parcel and see if we got lucky enough to get white science as one of our challenge plants. So I'm going to build a production challenge plant, which is somewhere down here. And we basically have 6 attempts to get white science. So add new challenge. Got red science worth 18, hafnium disulfide worth 14. So we're going to do metal gate, sounds good too, but we're going to do red science. Chance number 2, rocket control units are worth 47 points, so that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and do that one. Blue science, plastics and iron plates. We'll take blue science. 3 more chances. Silicon, coal, or phenolic resin. Resin's worth 18 points. I don't really want to do is either 2-1, so I'll do phenolic resin. 2 chances left where we really need white science, otherwise I won't be able to test the rocket's capability. Purple science and Gen 4 chips. Purple science is worth 36, so I guess we'll do that one. Last chance. We did not get it. Steel has hafnium disulfide and oxygen. So I don't really care on this one. I probably won't do any of these. We'll do that one. So I will save up to 9,000 points, see if I can get one more white science, but otherwise I'm kind of stuck because I can't spend the white science fast enough to test the system to see if it's operating. But either way, I'll still add the productivity chips and we'll easily hit 5 rockets per minute on this run. Okay, I've saved up 9,000 research points of each one. I've just been working on adding beacons to factories. But let's go to research. Unlock the last upgrade limit. There's no more. All we can do is increase parcel count and reduce energy consumption. Let's go back to the parcel and let's hope for white science at this point. Did not get it. Light density structures, which we're going to do. So there's really no way for me to test rocket launching at this point. There's nothing to burn white science, so the parts just sit here and wait. So let me add some beacons, finish it up, and then we'll go over where I'm at. Alright, so I've just been dragging this parcel around. It has a production challenge plan in it, and dumping my inventory that from my various factories into it. So I have 54 points for red science, 235 points for rocket control units, 60 points for blue science, 50 for phenolic resin, 108 for purple science, 28 for hafnium disulfide, and 64 for light density structures. I've just been adding beacons to stuff, getting everything up to like 20 per tick for the rocket, which would be 5 per minute. But there's really no way to test it. I can't burn through white science, and everything backs up if white science isn't being used. So the only thing I could do is do some research, but I couldn't generate the other researches fast enough. And I'd have to be constantly clicking on this and spending the research to spend the white science. So unfortunately, there's no way to test it. Hopefully in later updates they release something that will be able to, some kind of resource sync so that you can keep your factory operating and see exactly what it's capable of. But that's really going to do it for this episode. I'll probably prestige. That's probably going to be the last one because that'll max out all my skills. And yeah, go from there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.